I'm Paul, and I teach laws, maritime laws, here at the Enkhuizer Zeevaartschool, Nautical College. So I've been sailing all my life. Yeah, I remember skipping school to take a little boat out on the lake instead of sitting at school. So I wasted all my school years sailing illegally. I started sailing on the Merchant Navy. So I went to Nautical College in Amsterdam and worked at the Merchant Navy for a couple of years. Afterwards, all sorts of jobs ashore, but always connected with either tourism and ships or journalism. Did a lot of writing too. I worked for the Traditional Shipping Association. So people with traditional ships that sail with them commercially with passengers most of the time, they're organized in an association called BBZ, and I work for them. And on their behalf, on behalf of the skippers and ship owners, I, let's say, negotiate or lobby governments, national governments, European governments, local, regional, to make sure that the rules and regulations are fitting for these sorts of ships. Most of the times, rules and new regulations are, let's say, designed to serve the purpose of bigger ships, like enormously big container ships or passenger cruise vessels, Costa Concordia, that sort of ships. While we are pretty small ships, So we always, to have like tailor-made rules, we'll have to lobby governments and to convince them of the fact that we need dedicated rules for specific groups. So, for example, the Costa Concordia, like I mentioned before, carries 2,500 passengers and 1,000 crew. And for them, for lawmakers, that's a ship, a passenger ship. But according to the rules and the definitions, the Oosterschelde is also a passenger ship, but it carries only 24 passengers and only 6 crew at a maximum. So, and the ship's 100 years old and it sails. So, according to the one-size-fits-all rules, a ship is unsafe if it heels over too much, while the Oosterschelde only starts feeling comfortable when it is actually heeling over. So these rules don't fit. So we need, as an organization, to convince lawmakers that we need special rules for our ships, and that takes a lot of time and effort. And the only body that does this work, that's us. So that's why we are, I would say we're very important. I sailed on the Oosterschelde once for a little bit. I love that boat. It's just beautiful, and it's just, the sail trim is so balanced. It's so delicate. It almost sails like a dinghy, I think. It's just a great sailing boat. I love the whole idea and the atmosphere of Barker Europa and people working there. Inland water ships, the smoothly executed jibe or the deploying a jennaker or spinnaker in one smooth, I know, that's great, it's lovely, I like that. I have 1,000 heroes. Yeah, where to start? Amitav Ghosh from India, brilliant writer and thinker. Greta Thunberg, seriously? I mean, are there any more inspiring people nowadays than her? She's great, I think. But there's in Germany, you have Lisa Neubauer, also young people. There's a lot of young people reading the Times better than other people. So I think a lot of my most inspiring people now, I think, are younger people. I think us people, my age people, I think we've messed up pretty badly. But still, I have my heroes. When it comes to nautical heroes, people working on the fleet, Klaas Gaastra, captain of the Barker Europa, don't ever tell him, but he's my hero. We'll have to find a way to bring some sort of balance back in nature. That we have done a great job in mass extinction of diversity of species, of plants, animals. Our carbon footprint is way too big. We're, slowly, steadily suffocating Earth and everything on it, or lots on it. So sustainability for me is finding a new balance again and trying to consume less, invest in quality, focus on quality rather than on quantity, Um, just do something about the whole idea of that you're happy if you buy more, you know. Yeah, sustainability for me is like bringing, just refocusing on more important aspects of life. So sustainability is going back to balance. Like I said, most people inspiring me now are younger ones. For example, I'm active in Sail Training International, STI, the Youth Council. I mean, those are the ones coming up with the new ideas. I'm just happy to see what they'll bring into the conversation, what sort of new take they have on life, on our sort of business, and on the way we operate things. I'd rather listen and see what they'll bring into the discussion than I'm going to advise them.